Hello to everyone, my name is Vakas Doğan. Today I will tell you about the work I have done in my paper. The name of my paper is Smartphone-based blood glucose prediction with recurrent neural network. Firstly, my academic supervisor is Volkan Kılıç. On this page, I will talk about the content sections. I will explain the motivation in the first part. In the second part, I will give information diabetes while doing the project. We did two different studies. In these two different studies, we used machine learning and deep learning. Machine learning is the study of computer algorithms that improve automatically throughout experience. It's seen as a subset of artificial intelligence. Deep learning, also known as deep structured learning, is part of broader family of machine learning methods based on artificial intelligence. Uh, First, we did the study called classification. This study called blood glucose prediction with recurrent neural network using one of the deep learning algorithms, recurrent neural networks. Finally, I will explain Android application called BFF Diabetes, and the last one is conclusion. Applications of machine learning algorithms in the health sector are increasing day by day. In the health sector, machine learning-based decision support systems are used in order to obtain more accurate results in diagnosis and treatments made by doctors, to prevent human errors, to help the doctors' decisions. 450 million people worldwide with diabetes face is stuck in 100 cases, while in Turkey there are over 10 million diabetics. Turkey diabetes, as well as being up almost 2 times the world average in terms of population, it is the countries where the most rapid increase in diabetes in Europe. Applied scientific research in Turkey, according to data for 2015, shows that 1 out of every 12 people with diabetes. According to researchers, the number of diabetes patients will be 642 million in 2040. Isn't it scary? Do you think? I think it is scary. And also, what is the diabetes? Diabetes is a disease that occurs when your blood glucose, also called blood sugar, is too high. Blood glucose is your main source of energy and comes from the food you eat. Insulin, a hormone made by the pancreas, helps glucose from food get into your cells to be used for energy. Sometimes your body doesn't make enough or any insulin, or doesn't use insulin well. Glucose then stays in your blood and doesn't reach your cells. Over time, having too much glucose in your blood can cause health problems. Although diabetes has no cure, you can take steps to manage your diabetes and stay healthy. And the second study on this page will be explained. The name of this study is Smartphone-based blood glucose prediction with recurrent neural network. In this study, studies were made on estimating blood sugar values by using recurrent neural networks, and in addition, the study is supported by Android application. When the flow diagram of the project is examined, glucose measurement was made first. The measured glucose values were stored in the digital media, and secondly, data set was collected. These collected data were trained with recurrent neural network with RNN and LSTM, long short-term memory, which are deep learning algorithms. These results are sent to Android application using the Firebase real-time database. And you can see the data set used when making predictions. This is original real data set. And a recurrent, what is the RNN? Recurrent neural network. A recurrent neural network is a class of artificial neural networks where connections between nodes form a direct graph along a temporal sequence. This allows it to exhibit temporal dynamic behavior derived from feed-forward neural networks. RNNs can use their internal state to process variable length sequences of inputs. This makes them applicable to tasks such as unsegmented connected handwriting recognition or speech recognition. This is RNN, and we continue. What is the LSTM network? Long short-term memory. LSTM is an artificial recurrent neural network architecture used in the field of deep learning. Unlike standard feed-forward neural networks, LSTM has feedback connections. It can not only process single data points such as images, but also entire sequences of data such as speech or video. A common LSTM unit is composed of cell, an input gate, and output gate, and a forward gate. The cell remembers values over appropriate time intervals, and three gates regulate the flow of the information into and out of the cell. LSTM networks are well suited to classifying, processing, and making predictions based on the time series data. Since there can be lags of unknown duration between important events in a time series, and also we continue Firebase real-time database. While doing prediction study, we would normally use TF8 and to run in Android application, but we couldn't use TF8 with LSTM and RNN, so we got help from Firebase in these regards. Firebase is a mobile and web application development platform developed by Firebase. The Firebase real-time database is a cloud-hosted database. Data is stored as JSON and synchronized in real time to every connected client. When you build cross-platform apps with our iOS, Android, and JavaScript SDKs, all of your clients share one real-time database instance and automatically receive updates with the newest data. As a result of studies, the results obtained using LSTM are as follows. The root mean square error is frequently used measured of differences between values, sample or population values predicted by a model or an estimator and the values observed. Root mean square error is 3.72 in statistics. Mean absolute error is a measure of errors between paired observations expressing the same phenomenon. Examples of Y versus X include comparisons of predicted versus observed, subsequent time versus initial time, and one technique of measurement versus an alternative technique of measurement. Mean absolute error is 4.14. Validation accuracy is 0.956, and blind test accuracy is 0.942. And now on this page I will tell you the Android application I have made. Our application is called BFF Diabetes, which means that BFF Diabetes, BFF Best Friend Forever Diabetes. Our application works on a user-based basis. It has the personal working mechanism. When logging into our application, the registration and login pages welcome us first. The user can log into the application after signing up to system by registration here. After logging into the application, the user use many interfaces in the applications. You can see interfaces. It has home, diabetes, or current states, prediction states, alarm manager, reminder about diabetes app, after applications. And here the current data from the sensors via Bluetooth is shown to our application. At the same time, the data estimate at intervals 5, 10 and 15 minutes are shown. If the data is decreasing within these time intervals, the user is notified the hypoglycemia. Also, you can see in this page, in these images, it is current and it has predicted states. If the data is high as shown here, the user is also notified of diabetes. At the same time, we can show this in more detail with graphics. Also, you can see. As a result of studies, the following results were obtained. As seen in this study, artificial intelligence-based studies have been conducted for diabetes patients, while RNN and LSTM, which are among the deep learning algorithms, are used to predict blood sugar values. At the same time, classification studies have been carried out by determining the critical values, blood sugar values, and using machine learning algorithms. Using the LSTM model, it's aimed to give information to diabetes patients in advance by predictions of the values of after 5, 10, and 15 minutes. Thank you for listening.